So, Fat Man.
Canadian Sleazy!
I was going to be like, nay, Fat Man. I thought that would have been funnier, but now I just we'll go with the regular. Yeah.
I mean, Sleazy does, sheep where ba means ba, Sleazy.
We actually have a great, terrible show planned here today. Fan of ours, the multitude of fans, decided we had to watch WWF Global Warfare. As well, being that this comes out on Saturday, we're going to see how wrong we are on our Elimination Chamber previews. That and more on The Wrestling Show. Welcome, everybody. This is Canadian Sleazy.
This is the Fat Man.
Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Fat Horseman.
Yay! Fat Horseman ride again! Yay! We ride again! I feel like garbage right now for some reason. Heavy G is supposed to be joining us sometime. You better join quick because we're doing a watch along.
Fat Man feels like shit. Plus, we are about to watch the cream of the crap of the 1993 WWE mid-card European matches.
I feel like this guy I can't remember his name. He's a multitude of fan. He set us in like a watch along for like the 1 anniversary of Raw we did a couple years ago. And these ones I don't do any research on because they're just random matches.
Or whatever the word is. It's like a bunch of stuff jammed together. It's not really a stats one of, oh, this happened, this is the storyline. This is just kind of, they went on tour in Europe. Here's a bunch of matches that kind of make sense everywhere else. But like, these are the ones they deemed appropriate for DVD and VHS production.
All right. So if you guys see me looking over to, looks like my left is because I have my computer monitor over here so I can watch Ryan and get his reactions. I have the video up here, so I'll be going back and forth.
And my computer monitor's here to webcam facing me, and I got the TV going to get it back and forth. So, like,
yeah,
it's going to be a fun shit show. Now, throughout this also, we are going to talk about Elimination Chamber again because Elimination Chamber happened 4 hours ago. If you're listening to this as it comes out on Saturday.
And that's why I wanted my that's what I wanted my keyboard for, and I forgot why.
Why?
To update the scroll.
Fair. Now, for those of us that are live here with us tonight, I'll say that it's going to be a different episode. I don't know if you've watched any of our live watch-alongs before. You're really just going to kind of get our reactions and stuff. If you want to watch along, that's great. We'll keep you informed on where we're to time-wise on the feeds. We have found out that because he's in America and I'm in Canada, I don't have the Peacock network up here in Canada, so there's some different stuff. We were off by a couple of minutes last time we did it, but it was just
because after every segment on the peak on the cock is what I like to call it, it goes to black and then fades in. You don't have that. Your segment goes smooth
straight through.
I hate that they do that. I'm hoping that when it comes to Netflix for you guys next year, it does that to you motherfucker.
It'd be some fun if we get Netflix and we still we're able to get.
I'll be so pissed. I'll be so pissed. All right, so if you're in America, fire up the cock. I'm not even going to just type in Global Warfare. It's right there. You'll see a picture of Crush press slapping some jobber. This show one's got
one fucking mid-card king over there. Multiple tag title reigns in different tag teams and there's some
jobber. This show runs 1 hour and 52 minutes. Son of a bitch. All right, so I guess when I say play, we'll hit play. So
yeah, so what we're going to do now, everybody, to give you a couple seconds to be prepared.
Yep,
I'm ready to click. Are you ready to click?
I'm ready to press a button. All right, if everyone's there. All right, so in 3, 2, 1, play. Mine did.
Uh,
Oh, there it goes. Distributed by a port company.
Coliseum,
Yay!
man, Coliseum video. Let's see. I love that.
Oh,
That's a
I
nice
love
start off,
Coliseum
right?
video. Love Coliseum video.
So the first
Oh,
little bit of this, because like I said, I watched the first match while I was up like doing dishes and puttering around, just to be curious of what we're in. For those that are gonna listen to us watch along, try to turn on the commentary a little bit because the commentary team on the first match, anyways, was JR, Macho Man, and Bobby Heenan.
I love me some Bobby Heenan.
And like right
This
off the
was
bat,
this was
Heenan's cracking jokes, making comments, so it's gold, right?
right.
But to start it off, it is Jimmy Hart just kind of playing a microphone, talking about music and everything with
Playing the microphone. That looks like a piano.
I
How
ate
high?
listen, I ate like 800 milligrams of edibles. Some
I'm
people,
not ready to take some Tylenol with codeine, so this is gonna be a fun show. Which I got.
first thing to point out, because again, reading off, because I read up enough to see what the matches were and like how the show was hosted. Jimmy Hart rocking the Hulkamania shirt. He talks about Hulkamania during this video when you listen to it, like the different segments he has. Funny thing is, right after Hogan left. So that night, because this is WWE 93.
Right. Hogan left in. Well, his last pay per view match was in June.
93. So I'd say he did, and they talk about him doing a European tour or Japan tour, was it?
July and August. I think it's like July. And then he's out. Because the rumor was supposed to be him and Brett at SummerSlam for the title.
But then our boy Hogan decided, nah. As allegedly, because a lot of this shit now has been that long.
Oh, that doesn't work for me, brother.
No.
Of course, you got to put himself over the Gentrys. Keep on dancing. Got to put himself over.
I still find it funny that he wouldn't put over Brett, but he put over Yoko. Like, you know what I mean?
Because Yoko was a monster. You know, like that's why. Even Bruce Pritchard's like he Shawn Michaels versus Crush
for the Intercontinental Championship. There's this title match and there's a tag title match on the car on this as well. But it's a nice segue because if you do listen to Jimmy Hart in the beginning of it, he talks about like how he does everybody's music. He's talking about crushes and talking about Shawn Michaels and like how he's like influential in it. And like back in the day, he was.
Yeah, him and Jim Johnson, I think. But
Battle of correct me if I'm wrong. Crush is former tag team champion because he got put in through Demolition, wasn't it? The last
yeah. Heavy G's on his way. You're behind, son.
Heavy G. Gravity.
All right.
Man, I watched this, and I know he's a taboo name right now, but you know me, I don't give a fuck about taboo, apparently. I'm glad that Velveteen Team is starting his redemption, because, again, like, for as many people that are going to bitch good and bad, if people do their time, if people, like, they get in their trouble and they do all this stuff, and either stuff gets cleared or nothing comes from it, how did they stay tainted this whole time, right? And here comes Barney on steroids. Love the Sky Sports fucking banner hanging up there because that's who they were dealing with at the time.
So I learned this the other day was that all the WWF/E pay-per-views on Sky Sports were free. The ones that they aired in the US. That's why they started doing them twice or three times a year and as UK only ones because they were trying to make more money. I was like, why don't you just charge people money for them? Like to begin with, that makes no sense. But
well, like I thought over there, most of them were free. It was that time lapse, wasn't it? Like it was just such a ridiculous time frame.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look at that fucking head of hair and that mullet on that man. Almost would call him a sexy boy.
Everyone has a mullet. Goddamn, pal. People were born with mullets back then.
as we started, like again, it's mid card 1993. Funny enough, the main event, like I call it the main event. The last match that they show on this is actually two main eventers. Okay,
Some
we'll play. What's the last? It's a one-on-one match. Two guys that are basically considered main eventers at this point, if not within the next year, main event pay-per-views. One of them already did. Can you
Taker,
guess what?
Taker,
Taker's one. Taker's one. Yeah,
Yoko.
and Yoko's the other.
Oh, some Mark named Chris Williams said, "Gentlemen, he doesn't know us well. We are not gentlemen."
He's blood. He knows. Let him lie.
Hey, look, a side headlock. And then he gently puts him on the top rope. Gently puts him on the top rope. Just like, oh, just gently.
What was it? I saw a meme on Reddit the other day. I was today years old when I learned that he called it the sharpshooter because Bret Hart's nickname was Hitman.
Wow.
I didn't put that together as a kid. I didn't put that together 2 weeks ago.
I
did. What?
I did freaking high Luigi over there. Canadian Luigi.
Right.
God, I don't even want to pay attention to this. This is so bad.
Oh, no, it's great.
It's really not, though.
But I look at the aesthetics as I watch it, like how loose the ropes are. Thinking about the Mick Foley thing from Hell in a Cell, how they changed the ring style to be more softer and adaptable. But, like, that's 5 years away at this point.
Well, imagine that. That's 5 years from this. That's insane to think about.
Mick Foley's not even thought about being in the company yet.
Nah, he's still in the WCW. He's doing that Lost in Cleveland shit here, isn't he?
What?
Is he doing that Lost in Cleveland shit here?
93? Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Vader don't hold the belt after that.
Yep.
Right? But it's the tail. It's the tail end of it.
Michael's holding his back, preluding to 5 years later. Everything. Look at that.
Foolish heel tactics, or foolish face tactics, chasing after heel outside the ring like that.
And they fall for it almost every time. Every time.
So
he go clotheslines him and he no sells it.
Okay.
Oh, here comes a press slam. He's benching Shawn Michaels.
Listen, I love that move regardless. Look, he's going to chuck him in the crowd. This ain't the NWA. You can throw a motherfucker over the top rope and not get disqualified.
He's not Spike Dudley.
Wonder what the size difference is.
From Crush to Shawn Michaels?
From Shawn Michaels to Spike. Because he wasn't Spike Dudley. Yeah, Crush and Shawn Michaels. I wonder how to tell the size difference there. Fuck. I like we're watching it.
Take it easy.
Okay. We're watching. We're going to... Why didn't they do more with Crush and WWF?
Oh, God. My opinion?
That's what I asked.
I just don't think he was ready. I think he was just pushed into a spot that he just wasn't ready for. And
okay.
I mean, I liked Crush as a kid. I liked this ending move where he just crushes the people's heads in. I loved it. But looking back at it now, I don't really think he was...
You'd throw him nice and new at that time.
Yep. I don't think he was really ready. And they try to do that less than a year later, turns heel, has a feud with Savage.
Less than a year later. If we range this as, say, by the time it came out, being who your champions are at the time, Shawn Michaels still isn't suspended, so August, September?
I think this is more like July, August, yeah. It's probably part of that European tour Hulk was in.
And they just didn't put Hulk on it? Why would they not just put Hulk on it?
Because they didn't want to.
Normal standard stuff, too. It was nice that they start off with an Intercontinental title match, though, like logically speaking.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said normal. Like I like how the Intercontinental title match starts off. Like I keep calling it a DVD, but like '93, it's a VHS.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. Just the people who are watching live with us, we may have to pause it for a bit so Heavy G can catch up with us when he comes on, just to give you a heads up. But that's okay. We did kind of start this early. I kind of gave him super late notice just because I wasn't feeling good and I got to be up early in the morning. So, kind of, and this is 2 hours, and I'm like, 2 hours.
What is that mid-card stuff that's just
there? This is a match that happened. Shawn Michaels, who'd he ever beat? I mean, come on.
Who'd he ever beat?
Oh, there's a Facebook group, and they have multiple admins, and one of them had something. Talking about Shawn Michaels is the most overrated wrestler ever. He's like Mr. WrestleMania. Look at his record. He lost all the time. I'm like, stop. Don't ever watch wrestling ever again.
Don't ever watch wrestling.
Don't even be a part of this fucking Facebook group. I don't know why you're an admin. Just don't watch wrestling ever again. Like, your logic is that his record's bad at WrestleMania. Just shut up. Oh. Crush is hulking up. I hear baby. Crush is hulking up.
Cat, not a baby.
What? Cat, baby, same thing.
Cat, baby.
Oh my god, that was bad. Cat, baby, same thing.
Cat, baby, same thing.
Yeah. I hear the cat now being a dick.
I know, just scratching it off.
Yeah. Being an asshole. Crush going for a suplex.
Suplex.
Wow, that was weird. That was a weird suplex. Listen, oh no, he's gonna crush his brain.
I was just gonna say, you're talking about how he just wasn't ready, and then he did what the moves that he does.
Look at the fans in the background pop though when he did the sign. He's taken.
He's taken
the Intercontinental title. Look at there's no set because this is basically a televised house show essentially. Basically. So there's just a curtain.
But already, though, I'm not sure if all the matches. I don't think all the matches come from the same card. But if this is a televised house show, crowd's hot.
Yeah. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. He's gonna crush his face off. Look at that fat kid with a hoe. He's doing it. That's a baby.
That's a baby, yeah. What did the jump do? What did it end?
Did he win the Intercontinental title? What's going on? The rep's just okay. Crush won the Intercontinental title? What? I'm so confused.
I've had the other two people have a cool nickname and you're just wondering.
Wow, hurtful.
Well,
wow.
Make up a better nickname for yourself.
I'm getting fucking digs here on the side, live on air.
Yeah.
Michaela sits down. I don't know if you can hear it on the fancy microphone that the wrestling show paid for me. Michaela comes down. I love how the guy's got fun, nice, cool nicknames. You're just Ryan. Fuck you. Beat that attitude out of you later.
I don't. Okay, one weird. Okay, I don't get it. Like what was the outcome of this match? He won the match. So without the commentary, it's like super weird. Like, it wasn't a non-title match. What's going on?
I half want to go back to hear what they like to turn up the thing to hear what they announce it as again.
Yeah, that was super weird.
Hold on now, sir. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at the.
Yeah, go look it up.
Yeah. Well, just easier because we're going on a fucking smooth little go here now, right?
Oh my God, it's sleazy. Oh wait, it's Yokozuna
Oh my
from
god.
Paris, France. Canal Plus. That's a weird ass name for a channel.
Chanel Plus.
Chanel. So since this is in Paris, do they chant? Yokozuna did a big mistake. Okay, what? So if this is in Paris, do they chant USA for Duggan? Or
We are
Duggan,
going to fucking find out. And it's going to be
or-
fucking stupid if they do it.
and is Duggan going to go USA? And it's in Paris. I mean, it will because Doug is a moron. Look at this freaking the ring announcer. He looks French.
He looks French. How can you tell?
Look, he looks French.
Yeah, but how can you tell somebody's nationality by just looking at him? Oh,
He looks French.
that's what happened, right? Remember when Sean goes to walk away with the belt?
Yep.
He gets counted out.
He was outside the ring for like 2 seconds.
They count fast over in England. I don't fucking know.
Jesus, and freaking AEW, they would have been counted out in the ring. All right, there's no count outs. I forgot. That doesn't even make any sense.
Look at Duggan with his suit.
Ho! Oh, you just said it. Ho!
I resemble that remark.
Ho? Well, so is Sleazy, but somebody named Sherry says hi. That's from your brother.
Oh, you don't know who Sherry is?
I'm assuming that's Travis's ex-wife. Okay. Okay.
Our multitude of fan knows no bound.
Yeah, no bound. He just throws like a chair in the ring.
Like, what else are you going to do if you're him?
He has a fucking 2x4 in his hand. I'm just going to throw a chair in the ring just cuz. Tough guy. Ho!
Oh.
Ha ha ha. Oops.
Yeah, oops.
It don't matter.
Play,
He did.
motherfucker. Watch for you, no play.
What do you mean?
There it is.
What do you mean no play?
Duggan looks old here.
And then he goes to WCW and wins a year later.
Get out of my fucking head because I was just bringing it up.
Wins the U.S. title from a nobody who turned out to be nothing in the business by a guy named Steve Austin. No clue whatever that guy did. After he lost to Duggan, his career went
like 18,000 beer.
Yeah, all he did was just drink beer. America.
So I had a hiccup on pause time. I'm now at 18 minutes and 55 seconds.
I am at 19 minutes and 3 seconds.
3-4 seconds. Yeah, I had a hiccup. Things stopped working, so I went click play and caught back up right quick.
All right, so you're saying your Canadian internet stopped working. Surprise, surprise.
No, it's the WWE Network and the Canadian internet is what caused the issue. Because like I couldn't just watch it on the computer because the sound would come out too, so I had to stream it to the TV. Like
you can't mute it on the computer.
Probably.
Oh wait, no. That's right, because you're on the computer.
Yeah,
Ah.
like I could probably just mute the feed, but it's more or less. I like that. I can hear little bits. It's not picking up on the mic, but I can hear little comments and jibs and jabs that I'm trying to like.
Yeah, the thing here's
Phil Heenan and JR and.
Okay. I mean,
even the tights and stuff too. Like, They were Duggan's WCW tights that he wore all the time when he first went in there. How often did you see Yokozuna in these tights?
Not very. It's mostly like the red and the white.
And here's how fucked up. So this something doesn't add up to me. Why doesn't Yokozuna have the WWF title?
Interesting. You can tell the cat to shut the fuck up. But
Cat don't got an answer either. But yeah, like seriously. So that places this time frame between WrestleMania and King of the Ring that this match would have happened. They don't sponsor us, but Mad Jack, time to drink an apple tasting beer.
I got Propel.
Propel. Oops. It makes me sad that I can't respond to the chat sometimes. I can just open it and read it.
Propel.
Well, for our multitude of fan watching, cheers.
Cheers.
Dude. Because what I like about watching along is watching along and like chirps and stuff that we think about. I like Wrestle Talk and I don't like Wrestle Talk. Like I enjoyed them when Adam Blampe went off on another sexual fucking when Adam Blampe went off on another sexual fuck up or whatever they're gonna call it. The heavy AEW marks took over the channel a lot, so it was like trying to watch through and get bearable. But they do they explain the entire bloodline. And like they go in depth on how the family tree breaks down. And what triggered the moment to me was looking at the Yokozuna. And in the video, they go, well, High Chief Peter Maivia plays an Asian in a James Bond movie. I wonder if that'll happen to anybody else in the Samoan bloodline to play an Asian in any kind of faction for entertainment.
I never bought him as a. Can you send Heavy G the link? I'm not sure if I could do it from the setup I have now.
Hold on.
The link to the
Yeah.
heating pad on. My shoulder's killing me. The bear hug of doom.
Dude, that bear hug goes on forever.
Well, Duggan just got out of it.
You'll see. That bear hug comes back. Where? Yeah, that's fucked up. The two men in this match right now we're currently watching will go on and become a WWF champion the second time and tag team champion, as well as United States and TV champion.
Correct. Oh. Did he find the TV title in the trash?
He did indeed. And then lost it when they decided to defund all the, where they vacated all the titles, the New Blood thing. And then they just never brought the TV title back.
Right. I wonder if this will. I don't want to do that. I was just saying, well, maybe I'll go to another tab and get the copy the. Oh.
Right I'm here. On it.
You're on it?
I'm working on it.
I can just say copy and then go to the book, a face, go here, paste. Got it. Sent.
Oh, me too.
Same time. Oh, you Pearl Harbored him!
That's not racist here.
You Pearl Harbored. He's being sneaky. As he's running towards him and just bullies his butt into him.
Man, I used to love taking that bump. The barrel into the corner and they move at the last second and just eat shit. And this, I used to love doing this too.
Hey.
Hey, all right, because I'm Canadian sleazy. Hey, look, and finally showed up. It's Heavy G.
All right, guys, we're going to pause it at 25 minutes and 9 seconds. Heavy G, are you ready?
Yes.
25 minutes, 9 seconds. Good?
Good.
All right, and play. All righty. Tugging off the ropes. Oh, he knocked down the big guy. And Yokozuna's just like, I'm just going to no-sell it.
3-point stance. Oh,
Here we
look
go.
at me.
Here we go.
Fuji.
Look at the crowd, though, dude. Look at the crowd. Oh, Fuji, he was being sneaky. Oh, he Pearl Harbored him.
Right to the throat again.
Oh, sets him up for the... Hold on. Hi, the Hyundai drop.
Look how loose those ropes are.
Is it loose or Yokozuna that fat?
Yes. So,
He took care of him on that one.
About this match, it's funny how it's in between the time period when Yokozuna lost the belt at Mania and won it back at King of the Ring because Yoko didn't come to the ring with the belt. He goes on to be a WWF champion and a tag team champion, as well as Duggan ends up winning the US title and the TV title after this, and not much long after.
Oh, it's Jimmy Hart again with cocaine straw in his hand? I don't know.
Which works out well, too, because in between we do get our let's get some fucking Elimination Chamber talk into.
You hold that thought. I got to pull a sleazy and you have a show bladder. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get his comments on it when he comes back. So, there's only 4 matches currently for Elimination Chamber. And I don't think they're going to announce any more because I think the Chamber matches are going to go a long time. Bringing up the cards, I don't want to, because I know they've changed stuff. Wow. Judgment Day defend against, they're called the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Rhea Ripley defends the women's title against Nia Jax. Jimmy Hart's still babbling on. The 2 Elimination Chambers, Becky, Belair, Liv, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez. And then we got Drew, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul.
Why is Logan Paul in that?
The views. He's doing something cool off top of one of them cells, I figure.
Oh, yeah.
And if our dirt sheet reading is true, this is what's going to set up Logan Paul and LA Knight for Mania. Like how they set up Logan Paul last year. Oh, look. We'll get back on that for a second because we're watching the feed here now. I love those fucking tag belts. They got to be my favorite looking tag belts.
Oh.
I think you're watching this. I think you're watching this on YouTube.
Who, me? No, I have the network.
WWE Network. Peacock. Oh, talking about
the Canadian. Yeah, I don't need
Canadian.
I get it through Bell Alliance. Have the channel itself. When you go to WWE Network here in Canada, it says sign in through the network, and then the second screen goes sign in through your TV provider. So once I do it that way, I get all of the WWE Network that's deadly and not the shitty Peacock version.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Man, to think, is Braun Breaker swinging around in them testicles at this current time?
What was this, 31 years ago? Nah. Well, yeah, actually, he would be.
30, yeah, it'd be 30 years, yeah. How long is the sperm's life? Like, currently, is Braun Breaker in this match?
Correct. Money, 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 money,
money.
Look, it's the briefcase that destroyed Brutus the Barber Beefcake's face.
It is. For the better, I might add.
And how often, for us generational people that watched this back in the day and to think about life now, that's fucking Bray Wyatt's dad in the ring. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, of all the people to be like, oh, I could be like, that's Ted DiBiase's dad, Ted DiBiase, obviously. But just like, that and Bo Dallas. I
Yep.
still believe.
Believe. Yeah.
That was something that got over in NXT, and then the NXT crowd turned on Bo Dallas with that X-Pac heat.
Hard.
Right? We shouldn't. We're not booing because you're here. We're booing because we think you suck. They should have ran with that even harder. They should have left him down in NXT and let that get.
Look at all the empty seats, man. That's just.
So, what matches have you gotten to so far? That have I missed?
This is the third match.
You missed the Intercontinental title match between Crush and HBK.
Oh, okay, where that's where HBK took his belt and went home.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Yoko Hacksaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where Yoko pinned Hacksaw after the bonsai drop.
It's funny you say look at that empty seats, but then you get camera angles like that going.
Yeah, like it's just poor production. Like
I actually have this VCR tape somewhere. I
saw it at like rental places. Like, kids, back in my day, you could have rented. Baby.
Coliseum home, baby.
You could have rented VHS tapes. Now, what a VHS tape is, kids, is basically like a DVD. Now, what a DVD is, kids, is basically a CD with video on it.
Yeah.
What a CD with video on it.
What's a CD, kids? Well,
VHS tape is like a video cassette tape. Now, what a cassette tape is,
yeah, Jesus,
it's like a mini version of an 8-track. Now, what an 8-track was?
Wow.
Well, I saw this on the Blockbuster and the local rental places, but I never rented it because I was just like. And I was like, yeah, I'll Crushes on the cover. I'll pass.
Yeah. I have
that. I have cover. I'll pass. Yeah. Okay. This is probably going to be one of the better matches on the card, too. I'd say
the tag team guy likes tag team wrestling. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I do. Get it in. Get your shit in. Love it.
Yep.
I think that is maybe I have a sleeper on this one.
On this card?
I have a sleeper on this card.
Fat Man don't know nothing. He wouldn't look and I love it because all these matches to him are just going to be like, I looked up the matches, I read who won, but I can't remember because the stoner part, right? So but it's still cool to watch and just think of it. But this is the perfect time we can walk in an Elimination Chamber while watching this match. There's no way Judgment Day's losing the tag belts at the pay-per-view, right?
Wrong.
Who are they playing? Facing?
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing?
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
No way. No way. There's no way Jay Briscoe's winning the ROH World title.
God rest his soul.
It'd be mean if I didn't like him now. It'd be hypocritical if I did like him now, though. Still love the Briscoes as a tag team. Fuck you, Jay Briscoe. I didn't even stay for the cool pay-per-view moment. I just left. I was so mad.
I know. I was there.
Did anybody fantasy book an Elimination Chamber using this roster?
No.
You know what?
I did.
I love you, Heavy G, because that was on my head all day of how I was going to use this shit. And that was what I was thinking too earlier about doing an Elimination Chamber and who would be in it at this time. You bust out an Elimination Chamber right now, and it's for the Intercontinental title. Who is there?
Obviously, Michaels.
Actually, here's my 4. My Elimination Chamber. Coming out to the Elimination Chamber, first in the pod, Mr. Perfect. Second, Tatanka. Third is HBK. Fourth, the last one in the pod is Rick Martel. Starting the match, I have Bret and Owen Hart. First one in is Rick Martel. They battle.
what the hell's going on? Like my feed, they're just showing the crowd.
They're just paying again. They're just paying and talking. Really, like you can hear all the boys chirping. Each
Okay, it's been on there for like a minute. I'm like, did my feed freeze?
The second one in is Tatanka.
Tatanka.
Hold on, no eliminations yet.
The first elimination is Tatanka. He's sprayed in the eyes by arrogance. He's backdropped on the
You
steel.
really are racist. You got the Native American out first.
And then Tatanka submits to Martel's Boston Crab. As the buzzer sounds, the next person in is HBK. As Tatanka taps out, Martel gets up and he does his thing, turns around, HBK, sweet chin music, but that's not his finisher at the time.
It's that back suplex.
The teardrop suplex. He eliminates Rick Martel. So then it's just Owen, Brett, and HBK. Last one in is Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect injures his knee. Next elimination is Mr. Perfect. They are battling. HBK goes to try to hit a perfect plex on HBK. His knee buckles. HBK hits him with a small package. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he just dropped him over the top rope with his tongue. Oh, wait, that was his tie. Never mind.
Hits Mr. Perfect with a small package. And then Owen Hart schools boys HBK after that. And then back and forth, Owen and Brett. Brett's hurt, makes the comeback. Owen Hart and Seguris him. Goes up to the top, hit a missile drop kick. Brett catches him, sharpshooter. Brett wins by submission.
If it was a year after this, I mean, Brett would have been WWE champion, but Owen wasn't there yet. This time period. No, I'm talking about like as in like a
big.
Yeah.
You know who you replace Owen and Brett with? Because I'd take out both of them.
Yep, same.
I actually thought of putting Savage and Ramon in there.
I was going to say Ramon, but not Savage. Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Diesel there? No. Yeah, Diesel's there.
Not until May. Diesel's not there until May.
Chris, you can't put Gunther in, or The Miz, or Seth, or Triple H. We're talking about 1993.
Hold on. Chris, are you just assuming an all-time elimination chamber? Like if you could book, because we are talking about you take from the 1993 roster. I understand you were like what?
Yeah,
6, 7.
But no, but the elimination chamber is February and March. Diesel makes his appearance in May.
Well, we're just talking about like this time frame. Like when this is like between June and August.
Yeah, you give me the 1993 roster, and we'll use the whole year. Is kind of what we kind of.
Well, I was going by at this time.
I like that though. I appreciate that because I like that dedication to the bit too. Okay, so
I would like to have Savage just so he'd do the elbow drop off the top of the pod.
Would he? Back then, the craziest thing that happened was Shawn Michaels in '94.
Ladder match.
When did Savage have that feud with Jake the Snake?
91? 91.
He probably would have done it then.
You know who I would have put in there? Bam Bam.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Bam Bam.
He would have been a solid worker in that, yeah.
I thought that, but I needed. I put the Tonka in there because you needed someone in there that was a big name, but needed to go out first.
So, do it with tag teams.
Oh God.
The Steiners, Money Inc., the Natural Disasters, the Beverly Brothers.
See, I actually had a war game.
The head
actually had-
drinkers.
I actually had a
Head
war
drinkers. There's one more team.
game. Mo and Mabel.
Fuck you. No, Con Frank, the Quebecers.
Well, Quebecer. Yeah, the Quebecers. He has one eye.
Whoa!
And is a future Ring of Honor World Champ. What the fuck?
The amazing stuff he can do with only one eye.
Yeah.
Who's still working?
Yes, PCO.
I meant to touch on this for a second. Chris, that is a crazy statement. And when we bet on WrestleMania, I better see every champion losing on our
All
bet.
title holders will lose at Mania.
No.
The
I
only
didn't see that.
I don't see Jake Paul losing his belt.
I don't know about any other times, but looking stuff up, the only
Logan
time
Paul.
that WWE has had
Logan
every
Paul.
champion lose in the championship match on the pay-per-view that I can think of was Survivor Series 2002. Every championship match had a new champion crowned that night.
Yeah. There probably
Yeah.
has been. I was thinking like WrestleMania 18, but DDP retained the European title over Christian. So,
European title. Ooh.
And look at that. Second title match, second heel shenanigans that the heels keep, the faces win, but the heels keep the belts.
DQ.
you gotta, get that heat. brother.
Okay. Michael Savage, Razor, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Jeff Jarrett, and Yokozuna.
I don't think Jeff Jarrett was in the WWE. in
Spend
92.
my days working hard on the go.
And the hands on
Heavy
the
G, I think you're right. I gotta fact check that.
No.
I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. I take your finger on my ass because I'm leaving you behind.
No, he was there in 93.
Yeah.
But see, I'm thinking
October. He returned October
said
93.
October.
October.
So, again, looking at Rick Stunner and seeing stuff about that we talk about now, apparently online. Yeah, I just confirmed it, Christopher. I got you.
Coming.
Apparently, they started with the subtleties and the nuances.
Again.
Breaker talking to Paul Heyman while he's wearing the best spear in the business shirt is their little drops of it's going to be Breaker and Roman apparently.
Well,
Yes,
not
Chris,
the
JJ was on the roster. Excuse me, Fat Man. Yes, JJ was on the roster, but like I said, I was going actually by when the pay-per-view is and who was there when the pay-per-view actually is. JJ was there. Double J was there October. The pay-per-view is February and March. So guess what? JJ wasn't on the roster at that time.
Fair. Can you
my-
imagine that being a
for
Saturday
my-
night main
my-
event special?
What were you gonna say?
I said, imagine that as a Saturday night's main event special, the Elimination Chamber.
Oh,
Free
Mr.
TV.
Perfect versus
Samu.
Sam U.
I was gonna bust this out during a trivia episode, but I'm gonna bust it out now because we get Samu. Where's it to? Where's it to?
Oh, by the way, Nia Jax is not winning at Elimination Chamber.
no.
There's a lot of talk about the Anayo or Noe or the fucking Samoans in
I don't know
wrestling.
why.
It's easier to list the WrestleManias that did not feature them. Yes, The Rock is the member of that family because of how that family works. Sworn, adopted by marriage counts for a lot more in Samoa than it does in U.S. So Jimmy Snuka's there too, as is Haku. Anyways, the following is a list of manias that doesn't have a single member of that family on there. There's 5. Can you name them?
12.
Incorrect.
Oh,
One.
Yoko was on that.
One.
1 incorrect. You both had a wrong answer. I'll give a right one because I like that. The first WrestleMania that did not have anybody from that family was WrestleMania 3.
Okay. 4 had.
The Tonga kid.
Yep. 5 had King Haku. 6 had Haku. 7?
Incorrect.
Who was on that?
What was the one that had the one WrestleMania where they had the title match? Where they had the
All of
title
them?
belt.
What? All of them?
No. Where they had the tournament.
Oh, you're talking about
4. No, that's
No. WrestleMania 8 is the next one.
ah
Then there is a sizable gap.
yeah.
19.
19, no, but close.
No, The Rock was on 19.
Oh, that's right, because he beat Austin.
It's not 18 because The Rock was on that. It's not 20 because The Rock was on that.
21.
21.
Yeah.
The next year after, 22.
22.
Also on it. The final year, 26.
Wow.
5 WrestleManias. Tell me the stretch of that fucking family.
Yeah. Who the fuck was on 7? Oh, they played the Rockers. Barbarian and
Ming.
Ming. That's right.
Who the fuck was Barbarian tag with Moses? Anytime I think of him in a tag team, I think of Ming.
Oh, it was
But I don't
Haku,
think
but
Oh, is that when they had that 10-man tag?
no, it was the Rockers versus Barbarian and Haku.
These angry mothers.
Didn't they have that at WrestleMania? That was like a 10-man tag. It was like a Brain Busters and
Was that
No.
the one that was pulled? That was pulled from 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pulled from 10. It was like Jarrett, IRS, and versus like the Steiners and somebody else.
so what pay-per-view am I thinking of then?
That was WrestleMania 10.
It wasn't like a tag elimination.
It's called the Survivor Series.
Ah,
That happened. Dude, freaking Samu's been outside the ring like the whole match, doesn't get counted out. But in the first match with Shawn Michaels, he was outside for like 5 seconds and got counted out. Who's winning the Women's Elimination Chamber?
Liv.
You think it's going to be Liv?
Becky's fighting. I don't. I really don't. But I gotta make a line in the sand, don't I? Like,
Right.
because honestly, though, Becky wins. Becky and Rhea. Bianca gets Jade.
I like to see Bianca Jade.
I want to see Bianca get Becky. Becky's going to carry her to a better match than Bianca this year.
Wait. What?
I think Becky Lynch will get a better match out of Jade Cargill this year than if they did Belair and Jade. Say Belair and Jade for next year.
Okay.
Liv wins Elimination Chamber. She gets her story with Rhea. That's wrote in. And this is all on the premise that Rhea Ripley actually retains the belt.
Which he will.
I think Rhea retains. I think Raquel Rodriguez wins the Elimination Chamber.
She's in there to look big and eat a pin.
I think it's going to be Becky.
I think it's going to be Becky or Liv.
Obvious booking's obvious. I think it's going to be Becky.
I think they're going to give Raquel Rodriguez a good push until she got hurt.
Liv Morgan has been the final 2 in the Royal Rumble the past 2 years and was herself going to have a little push and is the last person to beat Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Well, they could also go back with the former tag partners being. That's for a big good storyline too.
Dirty bastard heel tactics on the outside of the ring by that manager. I can't believe how well that worked.
So cliche, isn't it?
Alpha.
I would have liked to have seen Zoe Stark in that match. I think.
Sika's Roman's daddy, right?
Huh? It's either Alpha or Sika. Alpha or Sika!
We're gonna talk about a great tag team.
We also forget Rosie.
Yes,
That's Roman Reigns' brother. Or was.
superhero in training.
Shit. And then
Why was he ever given that? Can I ask that?
why was he given it? The
Because
superhero
Samoans will
training?
do fucking anything in WWE and get it the fuck over.
Yeah.
But to have it say shit. I mean,
Best
It's
gimmick for
accurate.
people that take that stuff and fucking run with it. And he fucking ran with it.
Going back and watching the old stuff he was on, like I was watching like the 2003 Royal Rumble and he was in it. I was just like, holy shit. He looks, obviously they're brothers, but he looks exactly like Roman Reigns, just bad.
Umaga is another one, wasn't he?
Umanga!
Okay, there, Steve Regal.
Umanga!
That's another great tag team. 3-minute warning.
3 minutes in, we're out of here.
Did you just say 3 minutes?
It's a sin that both of them have passed away.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And proof of how good the fucking Samoan family are good. They get a gimmick and then go and get a second gimmick and just re-kill that gimmick. Like,
Well, look what Rikishi did. He had
How many gimmicks?
he's a little different.
well, he
Because he
had
had a shitty gimmick in between for positivity.
yeah, do it. Was it Be Positive at 2 or something like that? With
Yeah. And then he went away and then he did it for The Rock.
wasn't he not comma?
He was a Sultan.
Yeah, the Sultan. That's what I meant. The Sultan.
Yep. And he faced The Rock at a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
For the Intercontinental Championship. In a match that happened, yeah. It definitely happened. It's about as nice as a thing I can say about it.
What do you think of when The Rock did the bloodline thing with Let me put up
Rock's turning on Roman.
That's what
It's the only way this ends.
the thing I said because I forget who asked me. I said, you know why he did this? Because when he did this, he's gonna do that to Roman.
And I saw everybody with their camera angles and when he said he's going to make sure you're losing it, maybe he pointed at Roman. But can we all just let it play the fuck out?
Yeah.
Right. 100%. I'm just saying the end game is always Rock versus Roman. That's the end game.
Yes.
So they got to get there somehow. So I just think he's going to inadvertently cost The Rock, he's going to accidentally on purpose cause The Rock or Roman the title.
What I find funny is they talked about how Daniel Bryan flipped their entire booking, and it took them months of fan backlash. And they tell me that in one weekend, they completely flipped.
It was never the plan. Never. Never, ever, ever. It was always Cody versus Roman. Always.
Okay. So I'll ask the devil's advocate question that people ask, because I find it hard to answer this question too. Why do the promo on SmackDown saying he wasn't going to fight him at WrestleMania?
Because they knew of the backlash they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for using storylines, because you're usually really hard.
That's the only way. That's your only way
to set up
The Rock to be a heel.
Yeah.
That's
set up The Rock to be a heel to sucker Roman in and then cost him the title. That's what I think is going to happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, I think it was the plan. It's been the plan since Crown Jewel.
Thank you. Also, for as much as we ranted and raved for the random looking back and forth, like A, this match is still going. B, this ain't that bad.
It's not it's not bad. It's not great. It's watchable.
It's WWE in 1993 in Europe.
I will say, that my favorite time period in the WWF was like Royal Rumble 91 through WrestleMania 11. It's like the downtime for WWF, but that was my favorite period. Bret Owen is my favorite storyline of all time.
My favorite WWF storyline. I'm going back. Mine's gotta be Snuka Morocco. I'm old. I'm just saying.
Clearly.
So I'm Snuka Morocco, Snuka Ray Stevens.
How
So when
old
does
is
Solo turn?
How old am I?
Turn.
50.
So when does Chris says? So when does Solo turn and face Roman after The Rock?
because of The Rock or after The Rock?
I think
Both.
because of The Rock.
Both because of The Rock and after The Rock.
I found something on Reddit. Found it Reddit, thought it was cool. And I'm bringing it back up now, but the article starts in 1995. So I want us to start at 1993.
All right.
If Money in the Bank existed. I have the article's answers from 95 up, and I'll read through them. But I'll start us. We'll start off
93.
early.
Bret Hart.
Hey.
94 is easy for me.
93.
94 is
93.
Owen Hart.
I'd have to say Bret Hart. Owen in 94.
Yep.
Now,
It
the way they
just
have
makes sense the storyline wise. Yeah.
the way they have this done, they can perfectly justify it and not change big events. So, like, I'll give you an example. The 1995 winner is Razor Ramon. Razor cashes in against Diesel at SummerSlam. After Diesel fights Mabel, Razor finally wins the title, carries it to Survivor Series where he drops it to Bret Hart. The timeline stays the same.
Right.
Okay.
So, with the timeline staying the same, who wins the 93 King of the Ring? Or who wins the 93 Money in the Bank?
Bret Hart.
Yokozuna.
You think he'd be able to climb a ladder? Bret Hart.
The first ever reinforced ladder. But logically, Yokozuna would keep it perfect because he'd keep it all the way.
Yeah, it would, but I just think Bret Hart.
2 ladders and a scaffold right across.
So what happens with Owen and
Plex! Perfect Plex! 1, 2, he got him!
To me,
what happens in 94 with Owen then?
Owen wins the title from Bret after he loses the cage match at SummerSlam. Greatest cage match of all time. Fuck you. Then
greatest regular match that happened inside of a steel cage, but was not a steel cage match.
Fuck you. Greatest steel cage match of all time. Then loses it to Bret on like a Raw. And then Bret loses it to Backlund at Survivor Series.
Hey, VG, I don't know if you've ever heard us have this fight before. But outside the finish of that match, if you take a cage away, that cage away, that's the same fucking match.
Yeah, you're right.
You're wrong. 100%. But okay.
What's your greatest cage match, Ryan?
Just a regular steel cage match?
Yeah.
Benoit and Angle from Raw. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one. But
2001?
Yes. Right before Benoit.
Madison Square Garden, Snuka Morocco.
So that
but you're also as old as dirt, so that answer makes sense.
Yeah. If I had to pick a current one,
might I point out the match we're about to watch was also
I've seen this match because this match was on the one of the Bret Hart DVDs. This match is fucking excellent.
This is the underrated match I was talking about. This is probably This is probably the one on the match on this that is pretty good.
Yeah, this match is excellent. This is on one of the the unfound gem or something. There's like they released a Bret Hart match of DVD of unreleased matches. This one was on it, and this one was fucking. This is excellent.
It's a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem.
Yep.
WWE wise, Steel Cage. I have to agree, Benoit Angle.
And that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
If you want to talk like recent new,
it's got to be Miz versus Shane McMahon, where there's rope breaks.
I love that meme. You need to do that so I can have it as a GIF. I was going to honestly say Becky and Trish.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
When you're talking about like recent E.
Yep.
But like a cage match is just so tame sometimes in the mindset of us. Like,
well, in the WWE, you can't have blood, so to me, that's not a cage match.
when you see blood in WWE now, it means more.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I love John Moxley. I love hardcore death matches, and like I know blood and wrestling is like, oh yeah, they're fucked up, and John Moxley could buy groceries and Blade. Like, I get it.
John Moxley got hit with a sling blade in one of the matches and fucking bled. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's a fucking mark for himself.
There's overdoing it. He's like the present day Abby, I think.
He's gonna give everyone hepatitis.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Wow.
But
time check. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 40 seconds.
There's
1 hour, 1 minute, 43, 44, 45. So we're right on cue.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to his Money in the Bank.
Okay, let me go back to my Money in the Bank list here now. 96, Ahmed Johnson. I love the description of Ahmed. Johnson's contract gets taken off for developing kidney problems in August. A tournament is held to determine a new contract holder, accumulating at SummerSlam, which is won by Farouk, who cashes in at the Royal Rumble 97. Farouk drops the belt back to Sean at In Your House, but then Sean loses his smile. And Bret Hart instead, when Sean loses his smile, loses it to Bret at In Your House.
Wait.
97, The Rock.
Sean lost his smile before that pay-per-view.
The plan initially is to have Farouk drop the belt to Sean at the next In Your House before Sean.
Before Sean. Okay.
Yeah. However, when Sean loses his smile, Farouk instead loses the belt to Bret Hart at In Your House.
No, I don't. No, I don't see.
Why? Then you can't have the Rock as the first African American champion. Then.
He was never the first African American champion. It was Farouk. So
not in WWE though.
Doesn't matter.
1997 is The Rock. He cashes in at Shawn Michaels at In Your House Degeneration X. Shawn wins the belt back from Raw on the first Raw 98, so everything on the timeline is fixed. 1998's winner is Shamrock.
Yeah, I can see Shamrock winning that.
Instead of having Shamrock win King of the Ring, The Rock wins the King of the Ring that year, and Shamrock wins Money in the Bank. Instead of Kane beating Austin in the King of the Ring 98, it's Shamrock with the Money in the Bank. Austin wins. I'm just going to go through the winners now real quickly. 99, Triple H.
Okay, I can buy that.
2000, Jericho.
Yeah.
2001, Kane. Kane wins the belt and then drops it to Jericho at Vengeance the night that Jericho...
No, because you don't get the Jericho beating Austin and Rock in the same night. I don't like that one.
Okay. 2002, RVD.
Yep, I can see that. He was getting mad over.
2003, Cena.
Too early. Give me 2004 Cena.
2004 Orton.
I would put Orton I would flip-flop.
I was going to say I'd flip those.
Yeah.
Okay, and the list stops at 2004.
I'd flip 3 and 4.
Yep.
I agree with you.
I wouldn't, because 2003 Orton. By your answer, Heavy G, and how like timelines would happen and Money in Bank would happen, Orton wasn't even with Evolution then.
He was.
Wasn't he
2003.
Wasn't he injured?
That was the beginning of 2003. He came back like in the spring.
So after WrestleMania, when Money in the Bank would have happened,
Are you having Money in the Bank at WrestleMania?
it's not going to be its own pay per view. I would have just assumed it happened at.
Oh. I just assumed that it was its own pay per view.
Saturday Night's Main Event special again.
There we go.
NBC.
Bam, bam. All right, who's winning the men's elimination chamber?
Drew.
Question mark?
So me and Heavy G were talking about this. Logan Paul and LA Knight are fighting at Mania.
Yes.
So they're entangled into each other.
Yes.
The last rumor I heard about the World Heavyweight title that didn't involve nonsense was Sammy, Drew, and Rollins in a three-way. Owens ain't winning it.
No.
I could see Sammy, Drew.
I don't think Lashley's winning it.
Lashley's not winning it.
I could
It's got
see Sammy, Drew, Owens, and Rollins in a fatal 4-way.
it's gonna be Drew or Orton.
It's got to be Drew. It's got to be Drew.
Drew or Orton. And I'll go Drew.
I can't see being Orton because I think Orton is Cody's first feud after Mania.
Correct. Because I think Cody will be permanently on SmackDown. Orton's on SmackDown. So, yes. Still no matches announced for Stand and Deliver?
No, not really. So there's nothing announced for Mania. Realistically, like for the time frame out, they got a big show the start of March. Roadblock. That's when you'll see a lot of Stand and Deliver come. Whoever Elia's fighting, I'd assume Trick and Carmelo are going to have a match.
Yep. Yep. Which I will be at Stand and Deliver.
Breaker's called up, so I figures if Breaker gets like warm reception on the main roster, the Wolf Dogs are losing the tag belt to Stand and Deliver.
Correct. To who?
They get a rematch with
The family.
Yep.
I'll give him back Chase U. I'm going to chase you, Mark, though.
Yep.
I'm trying, because my curiosity as we watch this match is, was this before or after King of the Ring?
I think this was in May. I remember it be like on Brett's thing, it was like May something. So
Right, I should be able to look that up.
I think this was in May.
Bret Hart unreleased?
Something like that, yeah.
Tell you what, I am loving Joe Gacy right now.
Joe Gacy, local guy from where I am. Sleazy will kill me if I don't plug that. Former Excite World Champion. You got to plug that or else Sleazy will kill me. But yeah.
Joe Gacy's the way he's just.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Love Joe Gacy.
Got that Mankind. I guess it got that Mankind, Bray Wyatt type of.
This is Milan, Italy, right?
I do believe. Or no, Barcelona, Spain.
Okay, it's not on the one that you're thinking of is Milan, Italy.
Oh, so then I haven't seen this match yet. Then.
But it was from April 93 is the one that was on that. So they had their run on House Show.
Okay. Yeah. Time to get the heating pad off. Okay.
The Dungeon Collection is what you're thinking of.
Yes, thank you. I've never been so many Bret Hart freaking DVDs. I don't remember. Um, but some of those matches have been released, so just like, oh, this is weird.
But here in 1993 for a Coliseum home videotape, this is a great match for that. And
Yeah.
with the Mr. Perfect Samu one being a lot better than it should have been.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sleeper. He got a lot out of Samu, I think, in that match.
It's Mr. Perfect. What do you expect?
No.
Look at Bret Hart on. He's on some backbreaker type thing here. Oh, that's got to be dropping for three. No, it doesn't drop for three, even though it did.
Come right back up. It's when it drops and it stays.
Oh, and he just did a back suplex.
Go to fuck Gordon Soley.
He's a crimson mask. Where's my gin?
Anybody else like to refer to blood as the Muda scale on the show?
The Muda scale?
Yeah, great Muda. Or Muda, or however the fuck. I'm fucking Newfie.
Muda?
Muda.
Why?
Muda.
Muda? Why?
When you think about the Crimson Mask, I always in the back of my head think about that because that's how most people rate blood in a match, right?
Yeah.
Such an agile big man.
Yeah.
I think Bam Bam was way ahead of his time.
Oh, he almost fell.
I'm ahead of you on that, I guess.
But see, I remember when he was wrestling, he was at when Raw used to go to like high school gyms and shit. He was facing Sid the one time, and
Oh God, Sid.
Sid whips in the corner. Bam Bam charges in, and the camera angle went right behind Sid, and it looked like Sid's boot caught him right square in the mush.
Right in the bush.
Missed him by about a foot and a half.
Yeah. Bulldog. Oh nope. Oh, he tried to do the Rikishi sell on the clothesline, but didn't. Yeah,
That's another big man that could sell. Rikishi, that could do that.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Sid. I was just like, fuck you.
No.
Now, Sid could go here. It's 2000 when his legs couldn't take it.
No, I'm talking about selling.
Oh.
No way.
But you don't need to sell when you're the master and the ruler of the world.
Sure.
No, but you just can't do a kick off the top rope.
That's like 7 years later.
What a bobo.
Give me an L. Oh, sorry.
Sid's in WCW at this point. He hasn't stabbed Art Anderson yet.
Oh, that ain't right.
That's
No,
October.
Yes.
Not in October of '93.
Oh.
He's planning it, though.
What a roller.
The victory roll. Victory roll. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. There. My stinky ass is on your face. I win, motherfucker. Yeah, that was the best match so far because Bret Hart's in it. I can't even open up my Propel. I'm sad now. Heavy G, we're not doing the sports podcast this week, right?
Correct.
It's every other week now.
Correct.
Okay.
I did want to ask you something, though.
What?
Fuck yeah. Look who we got, fat man.
Who we got? Global Warfare.
All right, because I'm a couple seconds ahead.
Hold on. Ah, doink!
Which one?
I think that is Matt Bourne.
If the theme song is correct, it's Evil Doink.
This is Evil Doink.
Is it Steve Kern Doink?
No, it's Matt Bourne. Oh, Doink versus Crush. God damn it. You got me excited. I got to see another Crush match. Okay, what are we going to ask me, Heavy G?
What do you think of the NBA All-Star game?
You know exactly what I was going to say. If there is a living, breathing NBA commissioner, that game wouldn't be so terrible. That was the worst.
211, 186. Really?
I saw 3 clips. Literally, they were standing. The guy with the ball was the only one moving.
Yeah.
Everyone else was standing around and is letting him do everything.
Yep.
Props to Crush for having different gear.
But it's also in a different city. So
Donk's gear is the same.
Oh, he's going underneath the ring. Maybe Steve Kern's underneath there.
Man, I don't know how they let people in rehab access telephones.
Oh,
wow. God, here we go.
That corner, brother.
Brother, he gotta beat that clown with the head crush, brother.
Sleazy, if you're gonna fucking comment, jump on the goddamn show.
Yeah. Who didn't wash it? No. Matt Bourne didn't wash his gear.
Vader didn't wash his gear.
Matt Bourne didn't wash his face either.
Matt Bourne is probably that white's actually probably cocaine.
Here we go. Hey, don't pay.
What?
Just likes the way it smells. Leave him alone.
What?
Wow.
He barely was able to get him up.
No video and rehab.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Terrible.
Just terrible. Just terrible. No video and rehab.
What do you think? What do you think is the best version that Matt Bourne had?
Doink.
Was it Doink?
Doink.
You don't think
100%.
it was big? You don't like it was Big Josh?
Watch the Dark Side of the
Josh?
Ring.
No.
Watch Dark Side of the Ring. And the Bam Bam one too. It's funny to think about Bam Bam. I meant to bring this up about how he was a hot up and coming guy in 86, 87.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of got the kibosh put towards him.
I mean, he was the last one in the Survivor Series match against Andre.
Who, Bam Bam?
Bam Bam.
Over Hogan, yeah.
Yeah.
But look what Bam Bam did in basically the main event in WrestleMania when he basically went up against Lawrence Taylor. He made Lawrence Taylor look really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Quiz, who was the referee for that match?
Pat Patterson.
The base! I got the base! You gotta fucking lay around like a douchebag!
I think I got the bing and the kick and the what?
No, the gaga!
The brains behind the Royal Rumble.
I love Pat Patterson. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. What a mind!
I got it open, and that hurts.
What a mind for the business.
That's them Canadians, but
it is. They're good for one thing. Well, 2. Fucking and wrestling.
And I'm all out of wrestling.
And I guess
what a big man to be doing that move.
A fucking hey, look at fucking Matt Bourne. He just laying there. I'm just gonna, what the fuck? I don't know. He's just laying.
As much as Vince McMahon loved big
and he gets up,
guys,
no sells it, and just, oh my god, this is awful.
as much as Vince McMahon loved big guys, how did Crush not get a bigger push?
We talked about that before he came on. I don't think he was ready. I think he was still super green.
Did it stop? It didn't stop him from pushing other big guys.
Yeah,
he pushed
but
Omos. Omos wasn't ready. Put the tag belt on him.
All right, now, if we're talking about the mindset of 1993 and 2020.
True, but still.
If Crush had to be in the 80s, like instead of
if he was in the 80s and he was a heel, he could have drew money with Hogan.
Oh,
had he not showed up as the lackey of Demolition?
Yeah.
Just with the thing, I mean, Christ, look what he did with Mantar. Really?
First name Man, last name Tar.
half man, half beast.
He has hooves.
Yeah, but I find the difference there too. Had Crush had not still been Crush, like
And then he was Crush his whole career. He had like 4 iterations of Crush. Demolition Crush, this Crush, Heel Crush, Biker Crush.
Yep.
I'm trying. My mind is drawing the blank on where the compare was.
Was it DOA Crush?
DOA, there it is. Yeah.
DOA.
Oh, Nation of Domination Crush.
Nation of Domination Crush.
He was in Nation of Domination. People
Smash.
forget that.
But then again, so was Owen Hart.
He's on a nugget. But anyway.
He's not a nugget.
Oh, Fat Man. Eric Darso. Smash.
He was literally like every gimmick ever.
Repo Man.
But he was a fucking Russian.
Yeah.
Crush. At least he changed his name. Crush.
Crush stayed Crush, but like changed the gimmick. I'm Crush, but now I'm a biker. Yeah. I'm Crush, now I'm Crush.
Wasn't he the Black Top Bully also in WCW?
That was Barry Darso. Yeah, Barry
Darso. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because wasn't he the one? Didn't he and Dustin Rhodes get fired because they bladed
Black Top Bully? Yeah.
In that stupid match. Yeah.
Man, cinematic matches before cinematic matches were a thing. Yes. That match is underrated for what it was.
Speaking of cinematic matches, my favorite one before they were there was Goldust Roddy Piper. When they used the Bronco scene.
Oh, WrestleMania 12?
Yeah.
That was the standard until the first Hardy one, and then AJ Taker.
Oh, AJ Taker was phenomenal.
I'm partial to the Wyatt one. The Cena Wyatt Funhouse match
wasn't like a match, but
I don't care.
But it was excellent.
There was a pinfall. It has gone down on record as a loss to John Cena in WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Pat McAfee, who's undefeated at WrestleMania
now. Now.
What a backbreaker.
Either you're ahead of me or you're behind me because they just did a backbreaker. Oh, that one? That awful, terrible one? He barely was able to get him over for it. Who do you guys think are going into the Hall of Fame this year?
Right, because they've been pretty quiet on that, haven't they?
Yeah, they kept it. I think they're going to keep it to like 3 or 4 names, which I think is good, especially if they're doing it after SmackDown.
I think they got to put Bray in.
Bray's going. It's in Philly, so you're getting ECW people.
You know who I think is going in from the ECW crew? Heyman.
Dreamer.
Heyman.
You think Heyman's going in?
Mm-hmm.
Heyman's a gimme. I assume Dreamer with the Impact thing or the TNA thing. They kind of you could get Dreamer for that. Dreamer gets to put his fee up that he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you could do Dreamer.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Heyman.
This would honestly be the year. Like I get it, they're trying to slow down the amount of names they're putting in, but like throw in 5 or 6 fucking ECW names this year.
I think the headliner is going to be Batista.
Not in Philly.
Doesn't matter where you get inducted,
but it does.
For the main guy, I don't think it does.
Look at the Hall of Fame that I went to in New York. There was 2 huge New York names there.
Foley and Bruno.
Well,
I went in Dallas, and what was it? Sting? I mean, he kind of started his career there, but like you think,
Texas.
But Atlanta would have been the better choice because that's where he spent most of his career.
Maybe.
Al Barrett. Fuck Al Barrett, by the way. We even said fuck Al Barrett.
Rhino. I love you, Al.
Only because Sleazy's not here and someone's got to say it.
Hey, fair enough. You keep up Sleazy. He might. If he's listening. He's in rehab. He can hear.
Rehab.
Sandman?
No, not a chance. I'm thinking it's Batista, Heyman. There's got to be a tag team, and there's got to be a female.
You don't think Bray Wyatt's going to get in this year?
You can add Bray, sure.
This would be the year to add Bray, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can add a fifth name, Bray.
If you wait, I feel like it was. He's just recently died. Whereas any Mania, like every Mania after the one right after him, would be like he should have been in that year.
Yep.
If they wouldn't already be in, I'd say the Dudley Boys.
Well, yeah, they're already in.
There needs to be 2 ECW names.
I don't think so. I really don't.
You need a manager and a worker. Hey, it was, if the dirt sheets are true, when RVD, because RVD said he fucked himself, because RVD started working with AEW, he lost a booking WrestleMania weekend with WWE.
RVD's already in the Hall of Fame, though.
Right, Storm?
I'm trying to point out of people that are working against WWE in the Hall of Fame that week. Like,
Lance Storm?
I think Heyman's your
ECW name.
Heyman's your only ECW name. He used to own the company. That's all you need.
Dreamer.
Paul Heyman's the only ECW name. Scott Steiner versus IR. Oh my god. Oh.
And by the way, I like that. The Big Guy Crush wins 2 matches by countout. Can't get a clean win.
Fuck around.
And find out.
Fuck around, find out. I think.
If I can reach through the screen and grab a belt to keep for me, it'd be that one.
Okay, who's the?
Actually, no. Wait for the version that the red gets added to the letters, and then I'll take you.
I like that version. If you want to do a female,
always.
Francine. There's your second ECW name. Beulah. There's your second ECW name.
Beulah first, Francine second.
Okay, then Beulah in. Tag team. I kind of want to say Demolition, but I don't think they're going in.
Man, I wish I had my old school ring still. I'm talking about like up to like 10 years ago. I remember Chris bought it for me for Christmas one year, but it was the Money in the Bank play set I had set up in my closet. I used to go change my clothes, and they'd come find me like for 15 minutes, like just playing wrestlers, have matches and shit.
Not the Brain Busters.
Yeah, El Barrett, Lance Storm. They're already in Horseman.
What's his name isn't? Is Blanchard in?
Yeah, he's in with the Horseman.
Rocco Express is in.
What
about the Midnight Express? Are they in?
I don't think so.
Beautiful Bobby Sweet Stan?
I mean, Bobby Eaton died last year, so
I'd like to see them in. Beautiful Bobby Sweet Stan. Loverboy Dennis. You have Cornette in there too.
God damn.
Steve Blackman.
Steve Blackman.
Wrestlers from Pennsylvania.
Oh. Blackman, no. Billy Kidman. Kidman.
Blackman's from Annville, Pennsylvania.
Billy Kidman.
BWO.
No.
Lumini.
No.
Have JBL invite. Have JBL
induct him.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Fucking Shane Douglas.
So I think the indie show that we're going to, Heavy G.
Yeah,
he's on the card.
Franchise.
Shane Douglas is, yeah.
Raven.
There's one.
I can see Raven.
Stevie Richards.
Johnny Polo.
Not Stevie Richards, because he's bashing the company right now.
Yeah.
The Nasty Boys.
Oh, there's your tag team.
There could be your tag team.
It's your tag team.
The Sandman is from that area. That would make sense.
Yeah, he's not going in.
I'll just do a whole ECW year and just get it done with, so you then never have to worry about him again.
How about it?
That's why he just induct Paul Heyman there. ECW.
New Jack.
Ha ha! Ain't gonna be New Jack.
Wheeler Yuta.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Baby punt himself, Gene Snitsky.
It wasn't my fault.
Well,
Son of a champion, David Sammartino.
That ain't never, ever,
No.
ever,
Never,
ever happening.
Pat McAfee.
no. Not yet.
Black Jesus. And Joker. They were part of the Blackout stable.
Black Jesus.
Drew Gulak.
I'm wondering if
Chubby Dudley.
I'm wondering if anyone from that stable in GCW is from Pennsylvania.
Are the cunt stable in GCW?
Yeah, cunt
I'm
stable
not sure.
in GCW. I'm not sure
I'm
either.
sure Sleazy will have to find out.
Yeah, I know. Sleazy would definitely find out if anyone from cunt is from, you know,
Jimmy Del Rey.
The Gigolo.
The Gigolo, Jimmy Del Rey.
Dominic DeNucci.
That's an old school one.
That is
Personal favorite, Tony Deppen.
Tony Deppen.
Colby Carino.
Steve Carino.
Salvatore Balomo.
Kurt and Eric Angle.
Well, Kurt's already in.
Trent Acid.
Who?
Really?
Some deathmatch guy.
Yeah.
A bunch of Samoans.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're all in, no matter what. This is to Hall of Fame. All the Samoans. There, we're done.
What about Gary Albright?
Gary Albright.
Props to IRS for wrestling in that suit and shit, man.
It's gonna be hot as hell.
Man, I used to fuck around in a dress shirt and it was nonsense. First 3 shows when I was doing when I first doing Buckmaster Gotcha, we were the old Tommy gimmick, so it was like the dress shirt and the dress pants. First 3 shows, 2 of them I split my pants doing the fucking buck bomb.
Who else wrestled like?
Like the first thing, it's funny because we do that. I do the buck bomb on the first show, split my pants. Had no knowledge that I'm going to split the pants with doing the buck bomb, which is the 2-handed choke slam to the knees, and then do the run out during the main event in bright blue basketball shorts and knee pads. Like it looked atrocious. I can laugh at it now, but during the time it was fucking. Well, I guess I'm doing this for the show.
Yup.
And Steiner's big hair, like really.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh look, I found a needle with stuff in it.
Yeah, I really loved I shouldn't say old Steiner, but young Steiner with
Late 80s, early 90s.
yeah. Not Big Papa Pump Steiner. I like University of Michigan Scotty Steiner.
All American.
America.
Yeah.
I have the Propel right here. The vitamins in it are US and A. America.
USA. Stupid.
Now, did you guys hear the rumor? Actually, it's not a rumor because Bruce Pritchard actually confirmed it. That the original plan for the '94 Rumble was to actually have Scott Steiner enter number 1 and win it, because nobody would call it. And then Vince McMahon went, no. That was what they wanted to do. Well, creative being Bruce Pritchard and Pat Patterson. And the crowd goes wild.
Pre-steroid Steiner's money in this generation, though.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about having the look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just
So imagine a world where Raw is its own brand and Superstars, which used to come on the weekend, is its own brand. And we had 2 world champions.
Steiner could have been on the superstar champion on the superstar. Easy.
Another reason why they didn't do that at the 93 Rumble was because Vince didn't like it. And 2, the Steiner Bros didn't want to break up. So
No.
I don't think, as much as we can say, yes, Scotty would be a good world champ, because as a kid, I was watching Superstars. I wasn't watching Raw because it was on Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. You know, freaking cartoons, wrestling, then go play video games.
Right.
I'm fat. But yeah, as much as I don't think they would have. I don't think Scott would wanted that, which is weird to say. Mr. Perfect would be a good champion. Bret Hart, what do you got? There you go. Shawn Michaels. I mean,
I'm surprised Mr. Perfect never got a run with. No, I shouldn't say that. Mr. Perfect is more of an IC guy.
Mr. Perfect is a former AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
What person in WWF at this point in the 90s were you surprised never got a title run?
During the time or looking back at it now?
Looking back at it now.
Perfect.
Yeah, I could say Martel too.
Not the world title.
Martel was an AWA champion.
Yeah, Martel.
I didn't give 2 fucks about Rick Martel when I was a kid. Looking back on hindsight, great wrestler, great gimmick. But when I was thinking back when I was a kid, when it was Rick Martel, I think Rick Martel and Razor in the finals of the Battle Royal for the RC title the next week. How dare Rick Martel? No, he couldn't. Oh, he couldn't be an Intercontinental champion. It had to be Razor. I didn't know what Texas was, but I knew IRS was.
There's a guy, Martel. Martel deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Come on.
Isn't he with Korea?
No.
WrestleMania goes to Canada.
It's already been to Canada twice.
Again, yeah.
You don't need another one. You don't need another one.
2 huge monumental moments involving Hulk Hogan happened at WrestleMania in Canada.
Yep, he lost both times. Good job. The only time he ever lost to anyone was in Canada because it doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count.
And he's more over.
Yes. Imagine that. Being unselfish makes you more over.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's got his foot on the rope. He's got his foot on the rope. Oh, IRS steals one. Oh, wait, no. Of course not. The referee's like, no, I saw your foot on the rope, even though I didn't see your foot on the rope. Because
he's a competent referee. You leave him alone. This isn't AEW.
Yeah.
I thought he was going for the vertebraker there, I swear to God. And he catches him with a quick roll-up. Yeah,
imagine busting out the vertebraker in 1993.
That's random out of nowhere. Yeah. Like, what the hell did I just watch? What were we talking about beforehand?
Martel not having a title. I don't think Perfect would have been a good.
Here we go. I do believe this is the main event.
Oh, thank fucking God. It's Yoko Taker.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Is it a casket match?
No.
Is it a...
Let's just say...
an Italy street fight?
No.
Is it a shitty match?
Well, I'll just let you decide.
It is within a year from their WWF Championship casket match at the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think who else was there. I don't,
Razor.
did Martel even hold a belt in WWE?
Tag
WWF
team.
/E? Besides
team.
tag. I don't think
No.
he held an individual.
Razor. What about Razor? Scott Hall.
He held the IC.
You're talking about people who should have been world champion. Razor.
What about Piper?
At this time?
Anytime.
So
Anytime?
here's where your classification goes weird on it. Are you grouping Mr. Perfect into that?
I think Perfect should have the world. I
Was an
personally,
NWA
I don't
World
think
Champion.
Perfect was better at chasing than being a title holder.
Perfect was an AWA champion, was he not?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but
That's a world title.
we're talking WWE though.
So you're putting a world title in WWE over any other company.
Okay, then we can't. Okay, then we can't count
Razor.
Perfect, or we can't count
Owen.
Martel.
Razor and Owen. Razor and Owen.
So then I guess we can't count Jake the Snake either.
What are you talking about?
What world title did Jake have?
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain. Beat the Dirty White Boy for it.
Smoke Mountain never had a world title.
Yeah.
He's Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Championship.
That's not a world
it's not a
title.
world title. That's like
Clark
saying
I've had this fight in so
Okay,
long.
then.
Oh.
that's like saying the Excite World Championship here in Binghamton, New York, is a world title.
Okay.
Because they say it's a world title.
Okay.
Does not
Then
mean it's
how
a world
about Jake the Snake Roberts?
Yeah, I think he should have at least had a small run with
But
it.
see, but again, there are some people that are better chasing it than having it.
Jake was more of the I'm going to get my opponents ready for Hogan
Right.
person.
That's some. Well, I forget who said it, but there are some guys that don't need a belt.
Piper does not need a belt.
Piper didn't need a belt.
You can make the argument that The Undertaker didn't need a belt. He's an attraction. Andre
never needed a belt.
Big Show, if WWE booked him right, is an attraction. Didn't need a belt.
Snuka never had a belt.
Snuka, I don't think, deserved a belt. That's my opinion, though.
Here's where the fight comes. He is part of a lineage of a title that was a world title.
ECW.
Yeah.
Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
Wasn't he the first Eastern Championship
one.
Wrestler?
He was. The title evolved into being a world title, and then people, dirt sheet magazines, which is basically the basis that we go on, rank certain titles only a world title for a certain amount of times. The ECW title wasn't a world title to them till like 99. So and before. To them, the NXT title was a world title for 2 or 3 years, and then it was gone again. So like
it was gone again because they didn't. All the people they liked went to AEW, and they're like, "Oh, it's not a world title anymore." Fuck off. It was defended in Japan. It's a world title. It was defended in Canada. It's a world title.
Now, do all those titles that Lawler won, are they considered world titles or no?
He was the AWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
I'm talking about the one that he wins over.
the USWA nonsense?
Yeah.
No. Because that got disputed quickly.
That's like he's won that title like what 95 times or something like that.
Yeah. Had the AWA title stayed with that, you had a fight. But then when the AWA pulled out of that title, Lawler's title didn't. The title that he kept wasn't the world title.
Right.
Right. Like, and it's the basic premise: NWA, WCW, WWE, ECW, TNA.
I have it on mute when they did close with Paul Heyman after Yokozuna threw the salt, or not Paul Heyman, Paul Bearer, and Yokozuna threw the salt, and Paul Bear's like, "What the hell just happened?" He literally mouthed that. I was just like,
Yeah. So WWE, WCW, NWA, AWA, TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor.
Mhm.
To an extent, if you're considering like a lot of things for longevity stuff too, CZW and MLW's world title had been put on the AHL level of a world title, I would assume now.
Okay.
And to be honest, I would put the GCW title on the AHL level of the world title.
Yep, I agree with that. As much as I'm not a big fan of the company, they're coming to my backyard here. I'm not going to the show.
That's
but
crazy.
Oh, and if you're watching at
It
home,
only- Go ahead.
watching at home on Global Warfare, 8 matches, 4 pins, 2 countouts, 2 DQs.
WWF in 1993.
I've-
The reason why I'm not going isn't because of the car. It's the venue. That venue is so small. For a wrestling show,
Dude,
they'll pull it off 100%.
I mean, the crowd atmosphere in that though is
I can't justify going in that, and every seat's going to be a good seat, 100%. It's just it's so small. If the Main Street Armory was still up and running, I would go, but Water Street being a small, I can't go to a wrestling show. I could barely go to a concert there, let alone a wrestling show. So, yeah. Oh, Taker landed on his feet.
Taker's gray glove run. So purple don't come till SummerSlam.
No, you got to differentiate yourself from
That
Taker.
fake fucker.
The Underfaker.
The Underfaker. Man, SummerSlam was headlined by Hart versus Hart and Taker versus Taker.
Yep.
What fucking universe do we live in? Leslie Nielsen.
Yep. He's on the case. Literally, he's standing on the case.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff.
He almost had him, though.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
He almost had him.
He almost had him.
Look at the roster for 93. Oh my gosh. Adam Bomb. Alpha.
Man, they had untapped Chronic.
Was he ever world champ?
Who?
Bam Bam Bigelow. Was he a world champ?
ECW champion.
ECW.
CW. Back when Crush Diesel was Earthquake.
John Tenta.
You put respect on Goldberg.
Number 1. That was Dwayne Gill. What the hell?
Dwayne Gill. Gilbert.
5 years before his crazy run.
Yeah.
Ludwig Borga. Rest in peace.
No, not him. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit human being.
5 years in the difference is crazy when you think about a wrestling roster.
Yes. Taking a setup from the big leg drop from Yoko. And Yoko with a clothesline.
Oh, why would you do that? He's slapping him on my feed.
Hold on, I'm getting there. He's slowly walking over. It's like sleazy walking over. And he's lightly slapping him.
There's one. How about Abe Knuckleball Swartz?
Disqualification.
Abe Knuckleball Swartz. Wasn't that Brooklyn Brawler?
Yes, it was. Barry Horowitz.
Very horrible wits. Oh, he just hit him with a salt bucket. Like, very, very lightly. It was the tink heard round the world.
So to end off the video is Jimmy Hart putting over Hulk Hogan for anybody that watched along. Wow, that's 2 hours gone.
That's 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.
I mean, if you're going to dedicate 4 hours to this show, and what I mean is 2 hours to watch it, and then 2 hours to watch it with our commentary over the nonsense, Godspeed. God love you.
Yeah. He's going for the bonsai.
The fat man. You've had me for 2 hours. And I don't know our closing shit. I know this line. Heavy G, put yourself over.
You can catch Me and the Hall of Famer Fat Man every other Thursday night now on Facebook on the best darn sports show, period. 2, along with Mark with 4 A's. You can also catch me on TWS _ Heavy G.
I am Ryan Buck Gotch on Reddit and Twitter. No Reddit technical comment this week because we use the fantasy booking Reddit page to book the Money in the Bank stuff that we went through. I think his is TWS Sleazy.
Yes, I'm TWS Fat Man.
And then the show is at Sleazy Fat Man on whatever you can find us. I also love that I get to be the one to plug OnlyFans.com at the wrestling show.
Haha. Yes.
All episode we didn't get to say this, so I'll say it first. As a thank you to Heavy G, fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yes, fuck Dave Meltzer. Yes, fuck Dave Meltzer. We haven't said that once this show, and I felt naked, so now we can say it. Find us every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. wherever you get your podcast. Obviously, we're live every Tuesday nights on the Twix, the Twix, which is Twitter and X together. So we're on the Twix. So yeah, the Twitches, the Facebook is, the YouTubes,
the clock ticks, and all that stuff.
Yep, the My Face.
My Faces and.
Yep, Ryan will get the My Face reference. So
listen, My Face is connected to our OnlyFans, but as long as you just leave a positive review on the EBDBB&B for us, we'll love it. So for Canadian Sleazy,
for the Fat Man,
this has been the fucking Fat Horseman. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan. A hot is on a sandwich. A sub is on a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Next week, Elimination Chamber review.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun.